From St. Cloud, Florida, this is the Phoenix Rising Radio Network.
Now go do that voodoo that you do.
Welcome to the Doc Show, coast to coast.
Grandma in the other room's not going to know what's going on. She wouldn't anyway.
What do you do for an encore? Fall asleep?
I know people understand me out there. You've got to understand.
You are talking about the nonsensical ravings of a lunatic mind.
Weeknights, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern.
The Muslims, the Baptists, and the Catholics are the three worst religions in the world. 407-498-3193.
What do you get when you cross a highly outspoken individual with the power of radio?
I'm going to be the next Bill O'Reilly.
Is that what you're going to do?
Well, I'm better looking than him.
You stupid, ignorant son of a bitch, dumb bastard!
Well, you still get the highly outspoken Doc.
St. Mary Magdalene was a hooker.
Am I hallucinating here? Just what in the hell do you think you're doing?
God needs to come down here and slap Barack Obama upside the head.
Often imitated, never quite duplicated.
And everybody that's bitching, just chill.
This is the Doc Show, coast to coast, with Doc Holliday.
Mary Fallon is among those who have met recently with President-elect Donald Trump. According to Trump aide Kellyanne Conway, the Republican governor is among those being considered for the job of Interior Department head.
He sat down in an off-the-record briefing with the heads, the executives, and the anchors from the three major networks, and CNN and Fox News included. So he's very busy forming his cabinet and his senior staff.
The White House has spoken out on a bombing in the Afghan capital, Kabul, that claimed at least 30 lives and left dozens of others wounded. Suicide attack took place at a crowded mosque.
The attack on the mosque in Kabul, Afghanistan, took place during an important Shiite ceremony, and a spokesman for the Obama administration says it was clearly intended to stoke sectarian tensions. Afghanistan is a largely Sunni country.
There was some encouraging news in the battle against Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia.
The study took 2 snapshots, one in the year 2000 and another in 2012. Each time, it looked at more than 10,000 Americans who were at least 65 years old. In the first snapshot, 11.6% of them had some form of dementia. But in 2012, that percentage had fallen to less than 9%.
The Dow gained 88 points to close at a new record high, 18,956.
Workers at O'Hare International Airport threatening to strike during the holidays.
Among their goals, to demand guaranteed wages of $15 an hour.
You'll earn minimum wage, no overtime, no health benefits, and every day at 3, you'll need to give Sloth a Baby Ruth.
I'm very excited. It's Tuesday.
Come on, it's showtime.
I'll help you with the turkey.
We don't know whether to eat you or mount you.
Need some advice treating your guests to a great Thanksgiving dinner? Here's a tip. Don't try to be funny while saying grace. And we're also thankful for all the Pokemans we found this year.
Oh, man.
Lame one, Dad. Really.
And now let's Pikachu this dinner right up.
Dad!
Oh, my God, Dad. Please stop.
This has been another Thanksgiving dinner tip. Need some advice treating your guests to a great Thanksgiving dinner? Here's a tip. Be careful asking too many personal questions to dinner guests. Dylan, so nice to have you with us. How long have you been dating my granddaughter? Well, let's see. It's a weird coincidence. I think it's about as long as till the baby's due. What? Well, he asked me. This has been another Thanksgiving dinner tip.
Hey, baby, do you know that? 12 after the hour. A lot of people aren't even working. Yeah, man, how about that? People take this whole week off. That's actually kind of smart. I miss... This is Tuesday. This is the day that I always went to the Honey Baked Ham when I lived in Altamont Springs. What?
Oh, nothing. I found out where the Honey Baked Ham is in Altamont Springs. It's actually across the street from Party City, I was told.
Well, that's exactly where it is.
Yeah. Remember, we couldn't figure it out
last week. There used to be a Circuit
week?
City over there. It's the main electronics store to the left.
Now, apparently, it's Party City.
But the Party City didn't take over Circuit City.
So you would always make sure you went 3 days ahead of Thanksgiving. Right? Yeah. That would be 3 days ahead of Thanksgiving.
No.
2?
Yeah, about 2.
Okay.
And your space-time is backwards. That would make it Monday.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
And if this is heard on Wednesday, then that's the day before Thanksgiving.
Why are you doing that?
Because you're sitting there going, no. Yeah,
because
a week before Thanksgiving.
You're the one that said today is. Anyway, it's all good. It's all good. People have figured us out anyway, I'm sure.
That's right. Well, we broadcast this in the morning and we broadcast it at night.
Because you get a Docky in the morning and a Bam Bam in the morning and a Docky in the evening and a Bam Bam in the evening. Bam! Bam! Double bam.
Right. And this was always the day. This was always the day where the fights would begin to break out. By the day before Thanksgiving.
Crazy out there, man.
It was all over. It was all over. And like I said, if you...
I went this weekend, did my shopping. I'm good. I ain't going out.
Yeah, look.
For nothing.
There's nothing there.
Well, what did you expect?
Well, you gotta have beverages.
Oh, you weren't looking for the big turkey that's in the fridge. Or the mashed cauliflower that's going with the turkey, or the green bean casserole and the stuffing and the sweet potatoes.
I don't eat any of that stuff.
Okay, you eat the cauliflower. You said you'd eat cauliflower.
I do like smashed cauliflower.
Okay, well then I'm making that for you.
But yeah, I mean, if that's
because I'm a nice person. It's Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for you.
It's gonna be kind of dry.
Here's another Bam Bam Sam opinion poll. Who thinks that Doc should get a beer allowance once a month? And then we give it to him in cash, and then once it's gone, it's gone.
I know how to make things stretch.
Okay. Oh, so that's a challenge. Ooh, Santa Claus. Doc wants a beer allowance for Christmas.
I know how to make things stretch.
Okay.
So it's 16 minutes past the hour.
So anyway,
so the fights at the Honey Baked Ham, which I love, by the way, and Thanksgiving without Honey Baked Ham, without any beverages, and no NBC to watch football. It's not the best, but you got to make do. Could be in a homeless shelter somewhere. So all of you just remember that, when you're.
Yeah, because he doesn't need to go with Kanye to the home. Or the rehab or wherever Kanye is.
Kanye's in a psych ward, man.
Yeah, you don't need to go there.
No, I don't need to go there. I haven't had a psychotic snap from reality. The problem is I haven't had a psychotic snap from reality. I'm wishing for one. 407-498-3193. Who was it that badmouthed me on our page?
I still haven't found it. I'm still going through this. I don't know. His name was John, I think. I'm looking for it. Or maybe it was Ray.
John the Baptist? That would make sense.
No.
Since it's a Baptist church.
Spanish guy, I think. I don't know.
Hey, man, I'm just telling you. You got some crooked people running around here.
Oh, so then, let me, since we're back on that topic of St. Cloud. Yeah. I know, it's allergies or something going on here. Anyway, it's been a crazy day. One of the comments that came up during the open forum, because at the city council meetings, at the end of the meetings, local citizens are able to come up to, approach or present to the council during open forum. They just simply have to fill out a form that they want to speak at the end of the meeting, and then they get the floor. So, Hewlett Crumpler was one of the candidates this season for city council, and I didn't give her a fair enough shake. I wish I had. She has a passion for the city, and she seems to know a little bit more than I gave her credit for, and so I apologize, Hewlett. But she approached, and the former mayor, Rebecca Borders, she has a lien on her property, right?
Yeah, she doesn't pay her bills.
Code enforcement lien. So the question came up to, I think we may have a new city attorney as well. It was a black lady that was sitting there answering that question, and that was not the city attorney last year. He was a white man with a big nose. So I don't know who this person is unless she's just filling in for him. I don't know. But anyway, she asked if the former mayor had taken the remainder of her salary and if it could be used to pay down the lien to the city. And basically they didn't have an answer for that at this point. But I thought that was fair. I mean, hell, if you owe the city, $5,000-$6,000 and, you were working for the city and, you're not going to get $2,000 of it, put it towards paying the city back for the code enforcement lien for mowing your lawn because you were not, a good enough citizen to do it.
She did have a pretty crappy lawn, I tell you that.
How is it in this city? I mean, seriously, how is it that elected city officials think they can get away in this city with having a code enforcement lien and being the mayor, or having to make back deals for water you didn't pay for because your meter was broken? I mean, it's not like you get free water. You got to pay the water bill. Ever since I've had been on my own since I was 21, I had a water bill of some sort.
Yeah, most people have water bills.
I mean,
unless you live in an apartment, and then your water's usually part of the.
Usually it is, but you know what? I'll be honest with you. Even a year into my lease, I eventually had to pay a water bill. The following year when I renewed my lease, I had to pay the water bill.
In an apartment?
Yeah, they switched it up in Seminole County.
Damn.
Yeah. But it was like $25. It wasn't a lot. It wasn't a very big
That's
deal.
actually pretty good.
Yeah. But we don't see that here in St. Cloud. I mean, we see 80, 90, 100.
No, I mean, I'm used to
Heaven
hearing
forbid if you have a pool.
People complain about their water bills here.
Yep.
And then when I hear $25, I'm like, wow.
Exactly. But exactly. So that was another question that was posed last night that we didn't get any answers to at this point. But at least that they said they would research.
So this person that was giving me grief for bringing all this stuff up, is this person saying that I'm lying? I'm making stuff up?
No, not at all. I've clarified it because I answered because I was the one that posted. No, he was
What did you say?
Let me try to go back and find it. I post a lot of stuff on Facebook.
You know that I'm going to sit there and ask questions about it.
You're like a child at Christmas. When's Santa coming? When's Santa coming? Where?
Well, I want to know, And when I ask and I don't get an answer, I'm still waiting for the answer.
Because to me, this is like yesterday's news.
But it's not if I'm finding out for the first time right now.
Well, if you would pay attention to our Facebook page right along with me, you would have seen that.
I got my own Facebook page to worry about.
Because now I'm like 100 gazillion things in.
So they posted it on...
I posted the video of the city council meeting. Okay? People, here's my original post. St. Cloud residents. This is the video of the first city council meeting with the newly elected members. It has been said that during public comments, the new mayor, Nathan Blackwell, and councilmember Chuck Cooper mocked a 95-year-old citizen during public comments. When the citizen asked why his water bill was so high in the month of June, when he was away for the entire month. This individual got up after others had spoke about the water bill situation. He said, I was gone for 28 days in June and got my highest water bill ever. Blackwell, instead of taking him seriously, laughs and says, I guess that means your meter's working. And looks over at Cooper, who is laughing as well. And then it tells you where you can find it in the video, how many minutes in. And then it says, watch the video for yourselves and you tell us. Was this appropriate behavior, or does this citizen deserve a public apology by the mayor and the councilman? Did I interject anything there? I mean, I could see how maybe one might imply that I'm trying to get people riled up.
Okay, well then what started all the hubbub?
But I was very politically correct. Well, two residents, we'll just call them Ron and Lynn, they started going back and forth because when people went to click on the video, that segment of the video actually disappeared. I later found it in another segment, though.
Well, how did it disappear?
We don't know. Something with the city website and how they get it up. So Lynn and Ron were going back and forth, and, you know, they were just name-calling each other. And where did he...
No, was anyone defending that shady priest?
Just like the others play on the rhetoric of this wacko Doc Holliday who incited a problem where none exists. Well, I'm the wacko that incited the problem that none exists, Ron. But I clarified it because he was implying that the council had nothing to do with the water. So I clarified for him somewhere about 20 comments in. That, you know, the water is the city's issue as they bill it directly here in St. Cloud, and they determine the rates, and the residents of the city of St. Cloud have been bringing this concern to council for the past 2 years, and it has been showcased in the media as well, and that they broke from OUC many moons ago. So, yes, it is the city's problem. You know, and he said, okay, fine, but you don't start at the top. Well, the problem, Ron, is that they haven't started at the top. These citizens are...
Where do you start? The janitors?
Well, there's, you know, his implication is call the city, call the customer service department, find out why your bill is high.
You don't call those people.
The problem
those people don't tell you anything.
They don't have answers either. They don't know why. They're not educated on what the issues really are, and so people don't get answers when they call the city.
Bunch of knuckleheads.
So it's a frustration amongst the city, and I think I clarified that with Ron, that it's not, you know, it's not saying that this gentleman was wrong or right. It's for you guys to decide. You guys are talking about it, and unfortunately, you're not going to see it on Channel 6. You're not going to see it on WESH, because they don't care about St. Cloud unless somebody's murdered, dead, or, you know, the sky is falling. They don't care, you know. But residents want to be informed, and so I was asked to bring this on our Facebook page so that residents could be informed, and I did. So that's all on me.
Ron is the problem here.
Apparently I'm the problem because I posted it, but
Ron's the problem.
But we made friends at the end.
No, you see, if that had been me,
exactly,
we were not going to make friends.
Exactly. That's why I said don't worry about it. I mean, I don't know that we're best friends here, but you know, I told Ron, I said, hey, listen, the guy's 95 years old. Okay. Before my grandfather passed away, he said to me, Sam, whoever said living to 95 is great, lied. This shit sucks. And so 95,
I can see that.
So here's the thing. 95-year-old citizens need to be dealt with kid gloves. They're going to say what they're going to say because they've earned that right, and that's how they feel. They feel that they've earned that right. Living for 95 years, they're just going to be loose with the lips. We as a community have to learn how to embrace that and deal with that and understand that it's just a whole different type of person that you're dealing with just because of their age. And we're working on getting this, Dan, who is the senior citizen that was laughed at, we're working on getting him into the studio because...
Well, you know what? How about the phone?
Well,
he's 95 years old, for God's sake.
Okay, Tony Busby knows him and would come with him. And the thing is that, the thing is he's actually pretty good on his own for 95. But the thing is that he has a project that he's working to try to get, he's a World War II vet. And,
I figured 95 would be about right.
Yeah. And one of his bucket lists is to get a memorial at one of the places in France. I'll have to look it up what Tony said. And unfortunately, the United States, government does not want to assist him. So he's trying to get as much media attention to it because he's actually met with the president of France, who is willing to work with him to get this done. But, you know, he's 95, so we've got to work on getting him in here.
You got a little TikTok problem.
Mm-hmm. But we'll get him in.
But now he wants to put up a memorial. Is it for Normandy? Is it for World War II when they stormed Normandy and then freed the French from surrendering?
Omaha Beach.
Omaha Beach. Well, yeah, okay, that's the same thing.
Tony
That's where
said
they came
his
ashore.
last wish is to try to get more exposure to attempt to bring light to his desire for a memorial on Omaha Beach. He spoke to the president of France, and he's
The
been
president
working
of
on
France
this.
is the one who has the ability to do it.
He's been working on it for 20 years, but apparently our government does not have a care in the world to
Well,
help
come
him.
on, you're talking about Barack Obama. You know what people, you don't forget, an election does not make Donald Trump president right now. He's not president. He's president-elect. He's establishing a cabinet. He has 2 months to do that. That's why they give him so much time. Your president, if you got any problems, like all these cops that are out getting shot again, with no mention from Barack, of course, except today, I watched him, made me sick, giving out awards to Hollywood's elite. Lifetime Achievement Awards, the highest honor that a United States citizen can receive. You know, and guys like Tom Hanks, all right, great actor, but does he get an award for that? De Niro got one. Ellen DeGeneres got one for coming out, being a lesbian, like we couldn't tell. And
but she's a cool lesbian.
And Ellen DeGeneres today actually went to the White House where they were doing the award. It was on all the news channels. She forgot her ID.
Did she really? That sucks.
Yeah, that sucks because
They didn't let her in.
They didn't let her in.
Yeah.
And finally they had to call up to, I guess, Obama himself and show a picture and say, is this Ellen DeGeneres or a 12-year-old boy? And he said, it could go either way.
But you know what? An impersonator could have totally, you never know. Craziness.
I don't know many Ellen DeGeneres impersonators. I just don't see that being a big career move. And she was crying during the ceremony.
Oh, yeah.
And then they had people that invented things
Ellen.
that I'd never heard of in my life.
She was on Big Bang last week.
I bet she was.
Yeah, Sheldon went to the Ellen show with the rock scientist friend. He said, they ended the show with, she is quite splendid. Do people know about her?
Who?
Sheldon said
Sheldon
that.
said
Yeah.
that? That's funny. Yeah, she was there, and the guy that founded Saturday Night Live.
Oh, yeah?
He got one of those Lifetime Awards. The highest medal any civilian can get. And I just sat there and looked, and I'm watching this thing, and it was all the Hollywood elite.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't a Republican in the crowd.
Well, yeah.
And I was just like, and they were all saying, we're going to miss you. And that's all it was. Big ass kiss for Obama.
That's okay.
And I saw it. I saw Ellen get hers, and she was shaking and crying and all this other stuff. Because she's like, she realizes she's probably in the hair of a Secret Service sniper because she didn't have any ID. And how do you walk around in today's society with no identification, even if you are well known? And, of course, Ellen DeGeneres is well known, and I don't care if she's a lesbian. She's okay. She's kind of funny. She has an interesting talk show. I don't watch it. I've watched it a couple times.
No, I like her. I don't think she's, she doesn't, let's face it, she had her own, well, let's talk about this on the other side of the break. I've got to comment about that.
Did you ever give us the good news that you promised an hour ago?
Well, no, I'll do that on the other side of the break, too.
Okay, good.
Remind me.
All right. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's 33 minutes past the hour.
Ties into Doc's 25 Days of Christmas.
All right. Then that's great. 407-498-3193 if you want to call. If you're a parishioner over there at that Baptist church with the shady preacher who thinks he can get away with being a mayor and a preacher, and that's not right. Or anything you want to comment on. Birthday, anniversary, complaint of the day. Or are you like
wow,
me,
that's
man?
taking it back.
Yeah. Are you just dragging because it's the week of Thanksgiving, and you're just dragging, and I'm just dragging, and I don't know what it is. I can't figure it out. 33 past the hour. Right here, worldwide, baby. It's the Doc Show.